Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about the top 10 qualities that men love to see in a woman. Before we get started, I just want to say last week's video, super interesting. There were so many interactions in the comments, which I loved. And if you guys missed it, please go back and watch last week's video. Today's is going to be pretty similar. We're going to do a countdown. So the last few items that I talk about, I think, are the most important to you guys as far as qualities in a woman. If you guys agree or disagree on this, please leave the comment. Let me know what you think. So we're going to start with number 10. A woman that is caring and nurturing. This is such a feminine quality that men absolutely love because it really complements his masculine nature. It's why guys are really attracted to women that like to cook for him, that are like really physical with him. They enjoy touching him, cuddling him, hugging him, kissing him. A woman that actually worries about him and takes care of him, like especially when he's sick, right? Like the woman that's willing to put in that extra effort, and it feels like it's not even effort, right? It's just her nature to do those things for him. And this is especially if that man wants kids. This is required, right? For like raising kids. And for a man to see that in a woman that doesn't necessarily have kids yet herself, he sees those qualities are there. And so he just kind of knows that she's going to be a certain type of mom with those children and with his children, most importantly. Number 9, a woman that is supportive and non-judgmental. Men have goals and they don't want additional roadblocks or stressors on their path to success. They really just want a woman that will be a true partner, that respects his goals and ideas and wants to help him rather than question him and make him get in his own head, because I think as humans, we kind of all have that tendency anyways to have a high level of self-doubt, and to have somebody that's outside of yourself that believes in you and just trusts your decisions, that makes a huge impact on how likely you are going to reach those goals. Number 8, this is a really important one and can be demonstrated pretty early on in the dating stages, and that is a woman with high self-esteem. We're not talking about cockiness. We're not talking about being overly inflated in her sense of self, but we're just talking about true, in-depth self-esteem in which she just feels very confident in who she is as a person. This type of woman will not seek constant validation from him or from other men. She won't be a gossiper. She will prefer to stay out of drama. Men love that. Number 7, emotionally intelligent and stable. I think that for guys, they would probably say that this is harder and harder to find every day. So if she is really emotionally intelligent, she will tend to stay calm and relaxed about daily stuff, about stuff that's not huge. You know, she won't blow things out of proportion. The reason why this is so important to men is that they want to feel like their home is a place of peace. And if it's not, like if she's really emotionally unstable and anything will set her off, he will come home not knowing what he's walking in on, right? And so there's a base level of stress that's always there for him if he feels like he's coming home to an unknown situation, compared to a woman that's really emotionally stable. Like he consistently gets that from her. So he already knows that coming home, that there's not anything that's going to be crazy going on. You know, he's not going to have a lamp thrown at him, that everything, even bigger things, like she's able to handle them and just have conversations with him at appropriate times and not blow things out of proportion. Number 6, I have to throw this in here. There is some physicalness to relationships. So number 6 is beauty. This, I just want to highlight though, is from really the inside out. I'm talking about beauty. I'm not talking about her just being a pretty face. I think that beauty runs way deeper than that. I think that beauty is when a woman is taking care of herself and then also others. So it's almost like a radiance to her if she really feels good about herself and she's doing all the right things for herself. And then she takes that a step further and does that for people that are not maybe doing it for themselves, or she's just giving that bonus energy to them. That is beautiful, and that is what men seek. Number 5, a woman that is empathetic, loving, and kind. All of that. Because it kind of goes back to what I was saying about number 7, where a man really wants to feel like his household is a place of peace. So a woman that has these qualities of empathy and she's loving and she's kind, it just means that there's going to be less drama surrounding her and around her life. She is way more likely to get along with friends and family because she has this baseline understanding of other people. She's not very judgmental. She's understanding that people don't hold the same beliefs or values as her, but that is okay. She is not trying to change people around her. That's really what creates a lot of drama, and she's just not talking about them in a negative way. Instead, she's giving a lot of empathy. Number 4, she's independent, but she wants a partner. Big difference between being an overly masculine, I'm independent, I don't need no man, right? Men don't want that. That's a huge turnoff. What I'm talking about is that she's independent enough to indicate that she has a certain level of intelligence and she has her stuff together. But she right now, even though she's acting as sole owner, as a single person, she is looking to get into a partnership and she's open to having that space. And it's because she is willing to compromise. She's able to do everything. She's able to handle everything as the sole proprietorship, but she wants to give a lot of those responsibilities and respect to somebody else in her life. 3, she's mature but playful. This is so important. And I think that I'm listing it as number 3 because I feel like this one is somewhat rare. You know, to have a woman that kind of has her stuff together, like number 4, right? But she still holds a sense of humor. She doesn't take things too seriously. Really, honestly, life is just more fun this way. And who doesn't want that? 2, she reciprocates efforts. This is another one that I think is just rare, especially in the early dating stages. But it's so important because there needs to be a give and take. Men want some level of give and take. He doesn't want to feel like he is just getting sucked by an energy vampire. He doesn't want to be the only one just giving, and she's taking. There just needs to be some kind of indication that it is a partnership and that it's not all one-sided. Last but not least, number 1. I really want to know if you guys agree with me on this being number 1 as far as the most important quality. I'm going to say that it's loyalty. You can say it in many different ways, that she's trustworthy, she's honest, she's faithful, and she's reliable. But this is really where true commitment is built. It's the foundation. And I think in today's day and age, men have a lot to lose, especially in divorce when children are involved. And the fact is that divorce is happening more often. So it's really only when a man is convinced that this woman in front of him is his ride or die that he will really be willing to take the risk. So I'll be really interested to know if you guys agree with me or disagree. Please let me know in the comments, and I will see you next week.